want you guys to look into the case yourself and make that judgment on your own. I can only go ahead and do what I feel is right. I can't force you guys to do anything.
Kind words are the only ones we need to speak. Good vibes in the corner here, but Karanique. Good vibes in the corner here, but Karanique.
How would you feel if you got in trouble for something you didn't do?
Sad.
How would you feel if you got in trouble for something you didn't do?
I'm sad.
How would you feel if you got in trouble for something you didn't do?
Sad.
Jordan, how would you feel if you got in trouble for something you didn't do? If you didn't do it, would it make you sad?
Yes.
How would you feel if someone accused you of something you didn't do? Hey, what's up? It's your girl Karanique. Welcome back to my channel, Karanique's Corner. Today, I want to start off by saying welcome to all my new subscribers. It seriously makes me so happy when someone decides to hit the subscribe button and join the family. And if you are new here and just coming across this video and you enjoy what you see, go ahead and push the subscribe button, like this video, and leave a comment down below. So we had church this morning. Then I came home, I took a nap, and I just woke up and decided to finish filming the rest of my video. So you guys get this. I went to sleep with makeup on, which I know is bad, but hey, what can you do? It already happened. Another thing before I get into the topic of this video, which is about the Rodney Reed case, I wanted to let you guys know that on my channel, I really want to be a friend to everyone, and especially people who go through depression and anxiety, because for myself and a lot of other people that I am friends with and I've talked to about it, it is hard for you to go out there and like be social like that as much as you want to. It's easier for you to just stay home and be by yourself, but that doesn't mean that you don't want to talk to people. It's just you'd rather keep to yourself. So I feel like this is a way to still like get yourself talking to other people through my channel. We can talk in the comments. You can become my friend on other social medias and DM me and I will respond. I just want to be that person for you guys. I want to be that friend, and I want to also be a voice for people who don't really have one. Things like this case that I'm going to talk about, the Rodney Reed case. I want to use my voice for things like that, things that can help make a change in someone else's life. One of my previous videos that I just did, which was a box of sunshine, someone actually wrote me and told me that they did that idea and they showed me a response. They did it anonymously, but they're friends with this person, and the friend posted on their social media how much joy that box brought them, and she wanted to share it with me to let me know that I was a part of it because I'm the one who gave her that idea. And honestly, I teared up, you guys, not only because you guys are watching my videos, but because you're taking stuff away from it and also doing it, and that just literally makes me so happy. So another thing that I want to do today is just hop into this topic, be a voice for someone that I feel needs every voice that he could possibly get. I know I'm just little old me, but I feel like every voice counts, especially in a situation like this. So I want to do whatever I can do so that I can feel at peace with knowing that I used my voice for something. So let's hop into this real quick. In the beginning of this video, you heard me ask my kids, how would you feel getting in trouble for something that you didn't do? And they all gave the same answer, which was sad. That's just a general feeling, like that's the typical answer. And I think of all the times that I was accused of something that I didn't do, or all the times I accused someone of doing something and then later on found out that it wasn't them. I don't do that all the time, but I'm saying in cases where that has happened, where I thought someone did something and then later on it's been proven that they didn't, and I felt bad for even thinking like that. And it just really had me focusing a lot of my attention on this case. So the first time this case was ever brought to my attention was through social media. It was on Twitter. He was trending, and it was actually Kim Kardashian West's tweet that I noticed and saw his name for the first time. I was very aware that Kim is in law school and she has been helping a lot of people fight their cases and win, especially people who are serving hard time, and it felt like the odds were against them and it wasn't going to happen, and she like slipped in there and she did her work and she got them free. And I just thought, you know what, she believes in it, she's been waiting, and you know what, I'm gonna retweet this because go you, girl. I hope you win this one too. But I didn't look into the story, but I figured you know, she's doing it. She's looked into it. She must know her stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and trust her because she's brought happiness to the other people that she's freed. So why not? So I retweeted it and went about my life. A couple days later, or maybe a week later, and then I want to say it was Twitter that I saw again to sign your name on a petition. It was another person to stop the execution or to delay the execution of Rodney Reed. And I thought, here are more people going hard for this person. I don't know the details, but I mean, come on, no one's gonna go this hard for someone that they didn't know or they didn't believe was innocent. So again, I signed the petition and I retweeted it and went about my day. I still didn't look into the case. Then again, you guys, a week later or a couple weeks later, because I signed the petition, an email was sent to me and it was telling us that even though we signed the petition and over 2 million names were put on it to stop the execution or to delay the execution of Rodney Reed, that wasn't going to be enough. They wanted us to give cost to the people that had a say in what happened with this case. And so I thought, I'm gonna do that. And I did do that. And I'm gonna list, I'll put it to the side and link it in the description box below, the numbers that you guys can call to do your part also in helping with this case, at least delay it and give him time to have a fair trial and get the justice that he deserves, if rightfully so. And I called and they take you through the process. It was super easy, and also it was just so genuine. The person that's like talking to you on the other end of the line, they don't talk to you, it's a recording, but just you could tell in their voice that it's genuine, and they want you to be genuine as well. Like if you believe in it, they want you to express that. So I did the process and I felt better at the end because I just thought, before I did that though, before I actually made the phone calls, I read into his case. I finally read into his case. So I did the phone calls, and then after that I felt better about doing my part because there's only so much that you can really do, but what you do does make a difference. So I made sure that I did everything and I wasn't just blowing hot air at you guys. After the phone call, I sat and thought about it a little bit more, and I just realized how I would feel if I was someone who was innocent and was sitting on death row for the last 2 decades and just having all this hope that something good would come out of it and that he can be saved. And I'm like, how would I feel if that was me? You already did time for a crime that you said you didn't do, but then your execution date is coming up soon. Literally November 20th, 2019 is the date that is set for him. And you know, I would want everyone that I didn't know as well, because, you know, you only know so many people. You think you know a lot of people, but when it comes to something like this, you need a lot of support. And it's like, I would hope that people would rally behind me and help save me, or at least give me a fair trial. I want you guys to look into the case yourself and make that judgment on your own. I can only go ahead and do what I feel is right. I can't force you guys to do anything, and that's not my purpose of this video. I just want to share what I feel is right, and I want to get his story out there, and I want to encourage others who look into it and make their own judgment, if you believe in it, to do your part as well in helping him. So the victim in the Rodney Reed case was murdered in April 1996. The case went unsolved for a year. They linked Rodney Reed to the murder and rape by the semen found within the victim that matched his DNA. When they asked him if he knew the victim, he said that he didn't. He said he froze and said that he didn't, and he feels like that's the biggest mistake of his life. But the reason why he did that was because they lived in Texas, and during that time it was an extremely racist period, and he felt, I'm a black man, she's a white woman, and I didn't want anything to do with it. I didn't want them to have any reason to pin this on me. But later on it was learned that these two actually had a consensual, intimate relationship, according to him and other witnesses. He just had to keep it on the DL because she was also engaged to a cop. He also mentioned in there, like, I also knew that she was with a cop, and I just didn't want those problems. So he denied it, and it ended up backfiring on him. There have been plenty of witnesses who have come forward who witnessed her then fiance use angry racial terms and also get angry at her about suspecting that she was seeing a black guy. And there has been substantial evidence linking the fiance to the murder. With all the time that's gone in between the case, from when it started, the judges have thrown out the other evidence because they say it's been too long and contaminated and yada yada yada. But I just feel like with all the new technology that we have in the world, I do feel like they should run it and take that into consideration. You guys, even in the report, it was mentioned that during that time, or even now during these times as well, that if you are a black man with a white victim, you are more than likely to be sentenced to death row. They don't revisit the cases. And so I just feel like this is one of those cases that literally fit the perfect description. And they also mentioned that as well. It just all fit right. Black man, white woman, it can't be likely that they were together, but there are witnesses saying that they did see them, they were in an intimate relationship, and that he wasn't lying about that. So I feel like it's just one of those times that it was all bad timing for him, and I think that they should revisit it. They should give him a fair chance. And then in the end, I'm just grateful that I'm not the person that's to judge, because that is such a hard thing to do, and I just feel like to have someone's life taken from them if they didn't do it is just not fair, and I just wouldn't want that on my conscience. But there are hard jobs in this world, and someone has to do it, I guess, to bring justice. It's just it's a tough one, but I want to do my part in making sure that I share this case and that you guys all look into it if you have the chance. And you know, I'll link it all down below for what you can do. Thanks for always being in my corner.